Hey, what's going on everyone? Matthew from the righttrader.com here. Today I'm going to be going over a little Litecoin analysis, and I'm going to be giving you some of my price predictions for the next couple months, and really I'm going to go up to about 5 years out from where we are now, and yeah, just kind of forecast what I think might happen with this cryptocurrency. And this video is going to be a little bit of a follow-up to my latest video, which is the best cryptocurrency to invest in. And I do recommend that you guys go and check that out. I'll put a link in the description just to kind of get an idea of how I'm kind of looking at these cryptocurrencies. And keep an eye out for the next couple uploads. I'm also going to do a few price predictions for Bitcoin and Ethereum. So yeah, make sure to subscribe to be updated when I put those videos out. Otherwise, let's take a look at Litecoin and kind of go over sort of what's been going on here. Let me put a little bit of a bigger time frame. Actually, you know what? I'm going to move over to Coinbase for the charts. These charts are pretty simple, but you know, they get the job done, and at least they're pretty easy to look at. So, and by the way, guys, if you're interested in buying cryptocurrencies and you haven't yet, I put in the description a Coinbase link, referral link. So if you guys use that link, you guys will get $10 free worth of Bitcoin if you purchase $100 or more worth of cryptocurrency. And yeah, I mean, these guys are super legit. They have over 10 million users. You can look them up yourself. They're the best place, in my opinion, to buy cryptocurrencies. So yeah, I thought I'd just throw that in there. So looking at the chart here, past year, obviously, these cryptocurrencies have gone up enormously. Litecoin, if I'm not mistaken, is Ethereum obviously had a massive run up as well, but Litecoin has been standing its ground pretty well here. And as we can see, I mean, it was just at a couple of dollars not long ago. It got its massive rise, and it got a pretty sharp pullback, like all the other cryptocurrencies, which was, I guess, necessary. But yeah, I mean, it always makes these cryptocurrencies stronger long term when this happens. It's just sort of a short-term drama, and it's obviously not fun to see, but it's kind of necessary. So as we can see, I mean, it's been uptrending, right? And we have to be careful because we don't want it to completely break this this uptrend that's been going on. Okay, so I'd like to see a bounce here pretty soon, but only time will tell what's going to really happen. I think that if the general trend continues upward, as it has been, like you guys see, we're going to see Litecoin climb into, you know, the couple $100 range. And my reasons for thinking that, now I haven't gone into massive details and stuff, but the basic reason why is simply just because if we take the Bitcoin supply compared to the Litecoin supply, we have our one ratio of 1/4. Okay, so if I divide the 84 million by 4, I get the 21 million, which is Bitcoin's supply, maximum supply. Okay, and so the deal here is that because Bitcoin and Litecoin are such similar coins, they should be trading at around at least the ratio of a 1/4. Okay, and the problem is that they're not at all, right? Because I mean, Bitcoin is at 3,781. Let's see, 3,781 divided by 4. That would be the 1/4 ratio for Litecoin. Okay, and I mean, obviously, it's nowhere near that. So I'm not saying that it's going to reach this anytime soon, and that's not even the point. But what I'd like to see happen, and I think is reasonable, is that we get closer to this ratio at least, right? And with Bitcoin, that might go up as well. I mean, you guys really get the idea that Litecoin could approach and reach, I guess, the $1,000 range in the next 5 years. You know, that's totally possible. In the next few months, you know, couple months looking out, maybe 3, 4, 5 months, I think we'll see Litecoin hopefully retest that $100 around. I mean, it was at around $90, but let me go over here. Yeah, I'd like to see it sort of be able to break through that $100 range and keep this uptrend going. Really, the only thing that would really concern me is if we get something like what happened back in 2013, which was obviously pretty extreme, but that would kind of throw everything on track, of course, right? Something where there's a huge market crash and it just sends the whole thing down a messy spiral for years, basically, right? That would obviously not be pretty, and that would definitely ruin my price predictions. So it's important that this uptrend stays intact. And I mean, we're definitely high, so you got to be careful, right? I mean, it's not impossible that something like this were to happen. And what would create a crash like this, I think, would be, you know, just a major drama, really. Some kind of regulation that severely limits people's ability to acquire cryptocurrencies and how they're exchanged would be one of the main reasons right now that we've been seeing with China, for example. So we definitely don't want anything like that to happen. But I mean, at the end of the day, it is decentralized, so it's going nowhere. It'll always be here to stay, but the circumstances may change a bit. Hopefully, though, the uptrend will keep up, and we'll just see a nice and steady, even if there's some volatility, move upwards, right? And once it breaks that $100 mark, it should be able to reach 200 pretty fast, and then hopefully 300. You get the idea, right? So that's what would be interesting to see in the next few months, right? Seeing moving up into the $100 range at least. And then, like I said, we just want to keep that climb upwards and really see it come closer to this $945 mark. That's the current ratio of 1/4, right? I personally think that I would like to see Litecoin at around touch that $700 mark probably in the next 5 years. Which, is that reasonable? You know, based on the ratio, I guess yes, but it's, you know, you can never know for sure, right? This is obviously a prediction, and what Litecoin really needs right now to be able to sort of get closer to this ratio at least is really need to see a bit more adoption. And the coin itself is good, right? But the adoption is a bit lacking, and it's kind of holding it back, which is a shame, because I mean, 2.6 billion right now, the market cap, and it's not even anywhere near close to Ethereum, which is good because it means that it's kind of undervalued, but we don't want it to fall behind, I think. So yeah, that's sort of my, sorry about that. That's sort of what I'm thinking with Litecoin. I hope this makes sense to you guys. Look at it's at probably at like a tenth right now of Ethereum. So, you know, these are really things to pay attention to with Litecoin. I think that it'll see a nice rise, and obviously its rise is dependent on Bitcoin, you know, and Ethereum and just the cryptocurrencies in general. But especially Bitcoin, you know, it'd be great if Bitcoin moved up nicely, and Litecoin should follow that and hopefully close that 1/4 ratio that we were talking about. So let me know in the comments what you guys expect Litecoin could do in the next 5 years, you know. Yeah, I think that'll be volatile, but like I said, if we can keep this uptrend going, it'll be a really positive sign. And, you know, for now, everything's still looking good. You know, cryptocurrencies kind of redeemed themselves by being able to do this secondary run-up where people thought that they were kind of dead, I guess. But it's important that this one really stands the test of time and keeps the nice move going. By the way, I thought I'd add in that $500 is going to be a pretty big resistance point for Litecoin. Okay, it'll probably see a lot of resistance in that area. Obviously, a super important number, right? Because if it can go above that, it has a good chance of actually reaching the $1,000 mark. I guess in the future, right? But if it fails, it could be bad. It could also just kind of hang around there for a while and actually manage to break the $500 mark. So yeah, especially with the price that it's at now, right? That $500 mark will be interesting because that would be 1,000% increase from where it's now, which is obviously huge, right? So that may take some time, but you know, it's possible. I mean, we're talking 5 years out, and look at it went up over 1,000% just in the past year. Okay, so I mean, anything is possible with these cryptocurrencies, but obviously you got to be careful for those big resistances. And yeah, I just thought that was an important level to mention. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that in there. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys.